Top 5 vitamins to strengthen your legs. Prevent leg cramps in seniors. Have you ever been woken up in the middle of the night by a sharp stabbing pain in your leg? One moment you're asleep, and the next your calf is cramping so hard it feels like it's twisting into a knot. You jump out of bed, grab your leg, try to stretch, breathe, press, anything to make it stop. Or maybe it happens while you're walking. One step feels normal, then suddenly your thigh tightens, your knee buckles, your foot tingles, and you freeze. Not because you want to, but because your legs won't let you move. If you've ever felt that way, scared, stuck, and wondering what's happening, you're not alone. Leg cramps, weak muscles, and sudden stiffness are incredibly common in older adults. But here's what most people don't realize. It's not just about aging. It's not just normal wear and tear. It's often a sign that your body's missing something very specific. And in many cases, that something is a vitamin. Yes, something as simple and natural as a vitamin deficiency can trigger those painful cramps. It can weaken your legs, slow down your steps, and make walking or standing feel like a chore. But hang on, here's the good news. Your body doesn't want to hurt. It just wants support. And when you give it the right nutrients, especially the right vitamins, amazing things can happen. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through 5 essential vitamins that help strengthen your legs, prevent cramps, and restore natural flexibility. These aren't exotic or expensive. They're simple, they're natural, and they're often missing from the daily diets of millions of older adults. We'll look at the signs your body is screaming for these nutrients, where to get them from real food, and how you can start feeling better, step by step, starting this week. So whether you've been dealing with leg cramps every night, or your legs just don't feel as steady, strong, or energized as they used to, stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll not only understand what your legs need, you'll know exactly how to give it to them. And if you're looking for simple, natural ways to stay strong and pain-free after 50, don't forget to subscribe to Heal Well. We share daily videos to help you understand your body, support it naturally, and feel better every day. Let's get started. Let's nourish your legs. Let's bring your strength back, naturally. Before we jump into the vitamins, let's understand what's really happening in your legs as you get older. Because leg cramps, muscle weakness, and stiffness don't just happen. They're the result of changes inside your body, many of which you can do something about. First, let's talk about circulation. As we age, blood flow tends to slow down, especially to the lower parts of the body like your legs and feet. Poor circulation means your muscles get less oxygen and fewer nutrients. And when that happens, they fatigue faster. They tighten up, they cramp, they ache. Second, there's something called sarcopenia. It's the natural loss of muscle mass that begins as early as your 40s and speeds up after 60. By the time we hit our 70s, some people have lost up to 30% of their leg strength. Less muscle means less support, and less support means more pressure on your knees, your hips, your feet. Third, many older adults are unknowingly deficient in key vitamins and minerals, nutrients that your muscles and nerves rely on to function properly. Vitamins like magnesium, potassium, and B12 help your muscles contract and relax. Without them, signals from your brain to your legs get delayed or distorted. That's when you feel the sudden shock of a cramp or that frustrating heaviness that slows your stride. Fourth, medications can play a role. Certain blood pressure meds, diuretics, or cholesterol drugs can deplete your body's supply of essential vitamins. So even if you eat well, your body might still be running low on the nutrients it needs to keep your legs strong. And finally, let's not forget hydration. Many leg cramps are simply a sign of dehydration. As we age, our sense of thirst gets weaker, and we drink less water, and that throws off the balance of electrolytes in the body, especially in the legs. So to sum up, slower circulation equals tired legs, muscle loss equals weaker legs, vitamin deficiencies equals unstable signals and painful cramps, medications equals nutrient depletion, dehydration equals muscle misfires. Sounds like a lot, right? But here's the beautiful part. Each of these challenges can be improved with simple, natural actions. You can eat to restore circulation. You can move to rebuild muscle. You can nourish your body with the exact vitamins it's missing. And when you do, your legs start to come back to life. You feel more balanced, more steady, more capable. That's why the next part of this video is so important. We're going to walk through 5 key vitamins your legs are craving and show you exactly where to get them. Let's start with the first one that most people are dangerously low in, but don't even know it. Let's talk about magnesium. This is one of the most important and most overlooked minerals when it comes to muscle and nerve health. Magnesium is like the master switch for your muscles. It helps them contract when needed, and more importantly, helps them relax when the movement is done. Without enough magnesium, your muscles stay too tight. They get overexcited, they misfire, and that's when you feel those awful cramps, especially at night. It's no coincidence that people who suffer from frequent leg cramps almost always test low in magnesium. But here's what most people don't realize. Your body doesn't store magnesium well, and many common things like stress, caffeine, sugar, and certain medications can drain your magnesium levels faster than you think. So even if you're eating a balanced diet, you might still be running low. Let me ask you something. Do you wake up with tight calves? Do your legs twitch at night? Do you feel a zing down your thigh when standing too long? These are often early signs of magnesium deficiency. But here's the good news. There are simple, delicious ways to get more magnesium from food. Try adding these to your daily meals. Pumpkin seeds. Just one small handful gives you nearly 40% of your daily magnesium needs. Spinach and dark leafy greens, lightly sautéed or added to soups. Almonds and cashews, great as snacks or toppings. Black beans and lentils, add to soups, stews, or brown rice bowls. Dark chocolate. Yes, even a small square of 70% cocoa can help. Here's a story for you. Margaret, a 73-year-old retired nurse, had been waking up every night at 3 a.m. with calf cramps. She was tired, frustrated, and thought it was just age. But when she added a small magnesium-rich trail mix to her evening routine, pumpkin seeds, almonds, and a little dark chocolate, things changed. Within 2 weeks, her cramps were nearly gone. And by the end of the month, she was sleeping through the night again. That's the power of magnesium. It's gentle, it's natural. And when your body has enough of it, your muscles can finally breathe again. One more tip. If you're drinking a lot of coffee or taking diuretics, be sure to increase your magnesium intake even more. Those things deplete your levels faster. And while supplements can help, food is always the best first choice because nature packages magnesium with fiber, healthy fats, and other nutrients your body loves. So if your legs are tight, twitchy, or cramping often, start with magnesium. It's one small change that can bring big, lasting relief. Now let's move on to the next vitamin, one that works hand in hand with magnesium to protect your bones, balance calcium, and support muscle strength. Vitamin D. Now let's talk about a vitamin that works hand in hand with magnesium. Vitamin D. Most people think of vitamin D as the sunshine vitamin, and that's true, but it's also so much more, especially when it comes to your legs. Vitamin D plays 2 essential roles. First, it helps your body absorb calcium, the mineral that builds strong bones. Second, it helps regulate muscle function, especially in the lower body. Without enough vitamin D, your legs can feel weak, wobbly, or unsteady. You may have a harder time getting up from a chair. You may notice more pain in your knees or hips. Or you might feel like your muscles just don't activate the way they used to. What's worse, many older adults are deficient in vitamin D and don't know it. Why? Because as we age, our skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight. We also tend to spend more time indoors, and some medications can interfere with vitamin D metabolism. Symptoms of low vitamin D include muscle cramps or spasms, bone or joint pain, frequent falls or poor balance, fatigue and slow recovery after activity. Sound familiar? Here's the good news. Getting enough vitamin D is easier than you think. Step 1. Sunlight. Just 15 to 20 minutes of direct sun exposure on your arms and face, 3 to 4 times per week, can help your body make a healthy amount of vitamin D. But be careful not to overdo it. And if you have darker skin or live in a colder climate, your needs may be higher. Step 2. Vitamin D-rich foods. The best natural sources include fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel, egg yolks, beef liver, mushrooms grown in sunlight, fortified foods like milk, orange juice, and some cereals. If you're not getting enough from food and sunlight, consider a supplement. Many experts recommend 800 to 1,000 IU of vitamin D3 per day for older adults. But always talk to your doctor first. And here's something interesting. When you combine vitamin D with magnesium, which we just talked about, it becomes even more effective. Magnesium helps your body activate vitamin D so it can do its job properly. So if you're adding more magnesium-rich foods, don't forget vitamin D. They work as a team. Let me tell you about Bill. He's 68 and used to struggle with heavy legs every morning. He thought it was just old age. But after his doctor found he was vitamin D deficient, Bill started sitting outside in the morning sun and eating eggs with breakfast. Within a month, he said his legs felt lighter, and he could walk further without needing to stop. Vitamin D doesn't just help bones, it helps your whole body feel more alive. So if your legs feel weak, tired, or unstable, vitamin D might be the missing piece. Coming up next, we'll explore another essential nutrient that affects the very nerves inside your legs. Vitamin B12. Let's keep going. Now let's shine a light on a powerful vitamin that works deep inside your nerves. Vitamin B12. This isn't just a nice-to-have vitamin. It's absolutely essential for nerve health, red blood cell formation, and keeping your energy level steady. And when it comes to your legs, vitamin B12 is the key to communication. You see, every movement your legs make, whether it's walking, standing, or even balancing, starts with a message sent through your nerves. And vitamin B12 helps build and protect the myelin sheath, the protective coating around those nerves. Without enough B12, those messages get scrambled. They slow down, they go the wrong way. And that's when you start to feel tingling in your feet or toes, numbness, muscle weakness, balance problems, or that frustrating heavy leg sensation. Sadly, many older adults are B12 deficient and don't even realize it. Why? Because as we age, our stomach produces less stomach acid, and stomach acid is needed to absorb B12 from food. Also, certain medications like acid reducers, metformin for diabetes, or some blood pressure drugs can block B12 absorption even more. So even if you're eating a decent diet, your body might not be getting or using enough B12. Here's what to look for. Are your legs often numb or cold, even in warm weather? Do your feet fall asleep more easily than before? Do you feel off balance or unsure when standing? If yes, B12 might be the issue. Now, how do you get it? Vitamin B12 is found naturally in animal-based foods, such as eggs, especially the yolk, dairy, milk, yogurt, cheese, fish, salmon, tuna, sardines, meat, beef, liver, chicken. For vegetarians or those with absorption issues, supplements or B12 fortified foods like some cereals or nutritional yeast may be necessary. Your doctor can also test your B12 levels and may recommend methylcobalamin, the most active absorbable form of B12. Let me tell you about someone who saw a big difference. Her name is Teresa. She's 71 and had been falling more often. Not serious falls, but those scary little stumbles that make you second-guess your next step. Her doctor tested her blood and found low B12 levels. She began adding a B12 supplement, eating more eggs and yogurt, and even started having sardines twice a week. Within a few weeks, she said her legs felt more awake. She could balance better and move without that constant fear of falling. That's the quiet power of B12. It doesn't just give you energy. It helps restore trust in your legs. So if your steps feel unsure, your feet feel tingly, or you just don't feel stable, consider B12. It's the vitamin that helps your legs and your brain work together smoothly. Next up, we'll talk about a mineral that's essential for muscle contraction and fluid balance: potassium. Let's keep building strength, one nutrient at a time. Next on our list is a mineral that plays a powerful role in how your muscles contract and relax: potassium. Think of potassium as the electrical switch of your muscles. It helps control the balance of fluids in and out of your muscle cells. It allows signals from your brain to travel down nerves and into your muscles. telling them when to tighten and when to let go. Without enough potassium, these signals get scrambled or delayed. That's when you feel sudden cramps, muscle twitches, weakness or shakiness, and even irregular heartbeats. Potassium works especially closely with sodium to maintain this balance. But here's the problem. Most modern diets are too high in sodium and too low in potassium. That imbalance makes muscles more excitable and more prone to cramping. And if you take diuretics, water pills, you're even more at risk of losing potassium through urine. Same goes for people with high blood pressure, diabetes, or kidney issues. So what are the signs that your body is low on potassium? Leg cramps, especially at night, fatigue and sluggishness, tingling or numbness in the feet, muscle weakness or difficulty climbing stairs. If any of that sounds familiar, potassium might be the missing key. So how do you get more of it? Through real, whole foods. Here are some of the best natural sources of potassium. Bananas, classic, convenient, and loaded with potassium. Sweet potatoes, especially when baked with the skin. Avocados, yes, they're rich in both potassium and healthy fats. White beans, great in soups or stews. Coconut water, a natural electrolyte drink. Spinach, beets, and squash. Colorful and potassium-packed. Try adding a banana to your morning oatmeal or roasting sweet potatoes for dinner. Snack on some avocado toast or enjoy a glass of coconut water after a walk. Let me tell you about a man named Roger. He's 75 and used to wake up every night around 2 or 3 a.m. with calf cramps. At first, he thought it was dehydration. Then he tried stretching. Nothing worked. Finally, his nutritionist suggested increasing potassium. He started adding bananas to his breakfast, baked sweet potatoes twice a week, and cut back on salty snacks. Within days, his cramps were less intense, and after 2 weeks, they were almost completely gone. That's how quickly the body can respond when you give it what it's missing. One quick note, if you have kidney disease or are on potassium-restricting medications, talk to your doctor before making big changes. But for most healthy older adults, adding more potassium-rich foods is a safe, simple way to support muscle function and leg strength. Next, we'll move on to another crucial mineral, one that builds bone, supports nerve function, and helps every step feel more secure. Calcium. Let's keep going. Your legs are getting stronger every step of the way. Now let's talk about one of the most well-known nutrients for bone and muscle health, calcium. You probably already know that calcium is important for building strong bones. But did you know it also plays a direct role in muscle movement? Every time your muscles contract, even the tiny muscles in your feet and calves, calcium is involved. Without enough calcium, muscles can't contract properly. That means your legs may feel weak, shaky, or prone to cramping. But here's what's surprising. Many older adults aren't getting enough calcium from food. And worse, their body might not be absorbing it properly. Why? Because calcium absorption depends on other factors, like vitamin D, magnesium, and stomach acid. As we age, our stomach acid levels decrease, making it harder to absorb the calcium we eat. Also, if you drink a lot of caffeine or consume too much sodium, that can cause your body to lose calcium through urine. So even if you think you're getting enough, your legs might still be missing it. Signs of calcium deficiency include leg cramps or spasms, bone pain or joint stiffness, slow healing after activity, increased risk of fractures or falls. So how much calcium do you need? Most older adults should aim for 1,000 to 1,200 milligrams per day, and it's best to get it from food whenever possible. Here are some of the best natural sources: sardines or salmon with bones. Yes, the bones are edible and rich in calcium. Dairy, milk, cheese, and yogurt are excellent sources. Leafy greens like kale, bok choy, and collard greens, tofu, especially if it's calcium set. Chia seeds and almonds, small but powerful. Try mixing and matching these foods throughout the day. For example, a yogurt parfait with chia seeds for breakfast, a green leafy salad with grilled salmon for lunch, a tofu stir-fry for dinner, and don't forget, calcium works best when combined with vitamin D and magnesium. They help your body absorb and use calcium more efficiently. Let me tell you about a woman named Maria. She's 69 and had been experiencing deep aches in her legs, especially after gardening. She thought it was just from aging, but her doctor discovered she was low in calcium. Maria started adding sardines to her lunch twice a week, drinking fortified almond milk, and snacking on almonds in the afternoon. Within a few weeks, her leg aches became less intense, and after 2 months, she felt stronger and more stable on her feet. Calcium won't give you instant results, but over time, it rebuilds the foundation of your mobility. It strengthens bones, it supports muscles, and it helps every step feel more secure. So if you want legs that feel solid, not shaky, make calcium a daily habit. And now that you've learned all 5 vitamins that support strong, healthy legs, it's time to bring it all together. In the final part of this video, we'll share some bonus tips and daily habits to help you apply what you've learned. Let's keep going. You're almost there. Now that you know the essential vitamins that keep your legs strong, it's time to add a few simple daily habits that make those nutrients work even better. Because food is the foundation, but your daily actions are what bring that foundation to life. Let's start with something basic, but powerful. 1. Stay hydrated. Water helps transport nutrients to your muscles and flush out toxins. When you're dehydrated, your muscles are more likely to cramp, especially at night. Aim to drink small amounts of water throughout the day. Add a slice of lemon or a pinch of sea salt if you need extra electrolytes. And remember, if you're drinking coffee or taking diuretics, you'll need even more hydration to stay balanced. 2. Stretch your legs gently. A simple 5-minute stretch in the morning or before bed can make a world of difference. Try toe touches, gentle calf stretches, or rolling your ankles in circles. This helps keep blood flowing and reduces stiffness. Stretching also signals your nervous system that your muscles are safe, and that reduces the chance of spasms or cramps. 3. Walk every day, even just a little. You don't need to run a marathon, but moving your legs regularly helps strengthen your muscles, improve circulation, and boost nutrient delivery. Try walking around the block after meals, or simply march in place for 1 to 2 minutes every hour. Motion is lotion for your joints and your muscles. 4. Elevate your legs. If your legs feel tired or heavy at the end of the day, try lying down and propping them up on a pillow for 10 to 15 minutes. This helps drain fluid, improve circulation, and relieve pressure. It's a simple, calming habit you can add to your bedtime routine. 5. Massage or warm compress. Using your hands or a soft massage tool to gently rub your calves, thighs, or feet helps increase blood flow and relax tight muscles. Warm compresses or a warm bath before bed can do wonders, especially if you're dealing with nighttime cramps. 6. Keep a leg journal. Yes, just a simple notebook. Track what you eat, how you move, and how your legs feel each day. You'll begin to notice patterns, what helps, what doesn't, and you'll feel more in control of your healing journey. 7. Be consistent. The most important habit? Staying consistent. Not perfect, just steady. Don't worry if you miss a stretch or skip a banana. Just keep going. Every small step adds up. Your legs have carried you through life. Now it's time for you to support them with love, nutrients, and daily care. And the beauty is, it's not complicated, just a few mindful choices each day. Drink water, stretch, eat colorful foods, breathe, rest, move. You've already come this far. Let's wrap it all up in the final message, one that brings it all together. You're going to love what comes next. You've made it. You've walked with me through every vitamin. You've seen how each one plays a role in calming cramps, restoring strength, and bringing life back to your legs. You've explored habits, simple daily actions that bring it all together. And now it's time to take that first real step, not just with knowledge, but with action. Because here's the truth. Your legs are not too old. They're not broken. They're just waiting to be nourished, waiting to be cared for, waiting for you to say, yes, I'm ready to feel strong again. And you don't need a miracle. You don't need a fancy treatment or an expensive supplement. You just need to show up for your body with small, loving choices every single day. A banana in the morning, a glass of water before bed, a few minutes of movement, a stretch, a smile, a walk in the sun. That's all it takes. And when you do that, not once, but again and again, your legs will respond, your strength will return, and one day soon, you'll notice. The cramps don't come back as often. The steps feel lighter. The walk to the market is easier. The stairs aren't so intimidating anymore. That's what healing naturally looks like, not a magic fix, but steady, loving progress. So now I'd love to hear from you. Which vitamin are you going to focus on first? Which habit will you try today? Let me know in the comments below. I read every message, and I'm walking this path with you. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone you care about, and make sure to subscribe to Heal Well. Because here, we're not just chasing quick fixes, we're building lifelong wellness, naturally, simply, powerfully. Remember, your body is wise, your healing is possible, and your legs, yes, your beautiful legs, deserve to feel strong, steady, and free. And I'll see you in the next one. Simple, natural, powerful.